guys, this is Spooks and Crimes, and I'm Mimi with my co-host JB. So I feel hella awkward right now doing this because I feel like we haven't done this in like forever and a day. So even though it's not like live video, I literally feel like pressure's just like on me. This is episode 29. She already told me like 3 times, and I totally forgot. We literally came in this like full force, like, yeah, we fucking got this. And then we get a month in, we're like, yeah, we don't got this. Like, we got this, but not the way we was expecting to get this.
But I really feel like if we had better computers, we would have been able to stay on top of it more.
So that's one of our new goals. So all you guys need to really do is keep listening. Share us, like us. Let other people know about us, even if it's just like, oh my god, listen to these stupid bitches, or like, oh, these are interesting things, or yeah, they have facts to say. Whatever the thing is, as long as you guys keep listening, just do it. Okay. So we're actually going to give you something different that we haven't actually done before, right? Because we've never done urban legends before. We've only did paranormal, and we only did true crime and murder. Murderers. Yeah, we haven't actually done any urban legends as far as I know, because all the urban legends that I've been trying to look into kind of have like a racist thing to it, so that's why I stayed away from it.
Yeah, there was some that like I stayed away from, so I was trying to find ones that were interesting but not like.
Well, now I'm like literally super excited because our podcast is all about murderers, killers, serial killers, not known serial killers. You know, paranormal, and we always say urban legend, but we have yet to put an urban legend in there yet, because like I said, everything that I looked up, it always came back to like, you know, racist times back in the day, and I don't like getting that. So I'm super excited that we have our first urban legend. Yay! Okay, so this one says
and the first one takes place in
Arizona. Okay. In 1950s, a newlywed couple was driving through Crater Range on Route 85 in Arizona. We are completely sorry if we pronounced that wrong. They were on their way to Lake Tahoe for their honeymoon. They were driving at night and ended up slamming into a huge boulder and died. They didn't see it until they were right up on it, which I have been there in many situations. Yeah, like I didn't die,
because it was so dark. That from what the different articles that I read, that it was so dark that they didn't see it until they were right on it, and there was nothing that they could do.
And that's scary as hell, because look how many times we've been driving in a car with just rain, not like, you know, in the dark, but just like rain, and we just come up on something to the point where we had to slam on brakes and go towards the ditch so we didn't get killed. So that's scary as fuck. The urban legend goes that around midnight, around that area, you will come across their car with a couple asking for help. I think the fuck not.
Yeah. So the urban. Yeah.
So do they only come out at night?
So basically, the different articles that I read, because it was all pretty much similar, very short stuff like that. But they said that around midnight, around the area that supposedly this couple died, that you'll see their car and they'll be outside the car like asking for help and stuff, but it's always at night and stuff like that.
Nope. Like, I've come to an understanding type thing with the ghosts that live in my house, the spirits, whatever the fuck you want to call them. I have come to an agreement with them. You know what I mean? Like, they don't sit here. Every once in a while, I feel like they sit there and fuck with me, like the tapping on the window that we always hear and shit like that. Like, okay, you got me. But I'm not going out to the point where, like, if I see a fucking figure show up in my hallway and is like, help me, I'm gone. Like, Nana, I'm moving in. I know you have a 1-bedroom house, but guess what? Me and these 2 kids are moving in. But that's always creepy, like, especially driving down the road in the middle of the night, and then all of a sudden you just see a figure in a car just show up. And they're like, help me. I am so sorry. I cannot be the one to physically help you, but I will call 911. Like, I got kids to live for. So as I'm driving by you, I promise you, I am calling 911 to send somebody out there. I don't do good with stuff like that. Especially if I see them covered in blood and they get in my car. Oh my God, you got blood on you. I don't care if it's just a little cut with a Band-Aid. You know me. I'm like, oh, we got to go to the hospital. I don't do blood. But yeah, I do a paranormal podcast. So I just want to go ahead and pre-warn you guys now. If you hear any weird noises in the background, like thumping, tapping, anything like that, we have a granddaughter kitten running around here. She's a little special. There's something wrong with her. So we decided to bring her inside so that way she doesn't get picked on or killed from outside. So, and then we got the grandma in the house who's acting the fool right now because she always does when she don't get attention. So just a little warning. So if you guys hear anything like that. So this is the second one, right?
Yes.
The Wandering Bus in Pennsylvania. The wandering bus is also referred to as the Zero, the random bus, and the bus. Could you imagine living in Pennsylvania and they'd be like, hey, you going to catch the bus? The fuck you say to me? Sorry. Urban legend. I'm like, no, I'm not catching the bus.
Yeah, but this bus isn't.
Okay. Because when I hear like paranormal or urban legends or anything like that, my mind automatically goes to like,
No, this one's actually a good one.
Okay. Urban legend goes, there is a bus that appears to those who truly needs it. Oh, well, maybe if I would have kept reading. Why do I always do this? I always just like, my mind always goes to like negativity. But then I literally read one line over and it's like, oh, well, that makes sense. For the ones who need to leave their current situations. Oh, so this one only appears to people who actually need to leave their current situations, but don't have no real destination to go. So let's say like you're in an abusive relationship and you're just trying to get out, and the bus just shows up, picks you up, and just takes you somewhere.
Yeah, but you don't really know. And then when you pull the thing, it's like when you get up, it's like, oh, this is where I actually needed to be.
Well, that's fucking awesome. Damn, where's that bus here? I need that bus here. The bus has been seen all over Philadelphia. They say you will always have to run a little bit towards the bus. Oh, so you have to like try to run to catch it?
So it's like, okay, so when you go outside and you see the bus, it's like, oh no, I gotta get that bus. So run a little bit. They're not saying like you gotta chase after, but you have to go after a little bit. Be like, hey, and the bus will wait for you.
Been there plenty of times when I had to ride the city bus, so completely understand that. Just to show you that you actually need this bus, and you will always have to catch the bus. I kind of like that though, because if you're not willing to run after something that you need, like chase it regardless if you're physically doing it, mentally, whatever, emotionally, then you really truly don't want it. But if you really want that, whatever you're going for, you're going to chase after it. So I like that. That's pretty cool. I like this little one so far. I'm sorry if you hear our cat. That's the grandma.
She's in heat.
Yeah, she's in heat. I'm sorry, guys. The driver never asks where you need to go, and the driver doesn't care if you pay or not. Well, that's fucking awesome. Don't tell me no. Sorry, she's arguing with me. When you're on the bus and you get off, you don't remember anything about the bus ride. Like who was on it and if it was crowded or empty. Well, that's kind of creepy. When you get off, you are always near where you really needed to be. I like that one.
Yeah, I thought that was an interesting one.
Yeah, because it's not like crazy or anything like that. Like it's literally like, I wonder if it's like the same bus driver driving it all the time, and they're like the ones that's like, oh yeah, you really like, maybe he was in a situation at one point where something happened to him, but he always tried to help people who really needed to get out.
Maybe. Oh, that'd be interesting.
Okay.
These are our crime stories.
These are our little crime story. This one takes place in Queens, New York. In April 2021, a frozen yogurt shop was robbed in Queens. Here I am thinking my kids are going to be the ones to like interrupt, and it's blue. A man broke a window while two kids with him stood by. One kid held the light. Really? You had kids involved? The man stole This is how he got them. The man stole candy and cake decorations. If you hold this light, I'll let you have some candy. Bet. No cash or yogurt was taken. I love how the yogurt was put in there. Fuck, man, why you ain't grab me no yogurt? One of the managers say, you're trying to break in to steal what from a frozen yogurt store? Some candies, some yogurt. Bring the kids back. We'll gladly give them something for free.
Now, last time you they didn't.
Was that their dad?
They don't know who the person was. But my thing is just bring the kids back. Well, then you're not. That's to show them hey, yeah, even though they're doing that, we'll reward you. But my thing is why are you gonna bring kids to break into a thing?
Break the law, period. You never fucking bring kids into it.
But I do like not that I'm saying break in stuff, that's good, but I do like the fact the person didn't actually take any candy or anything. Money. They just took candy and cake decoration. They said it was stuff that was in the window display, basically. But at least
that's kind of sad though, because what comes across my mind is what if that's somebody who's extremely suffering and can't give their kids, and what if it happened to be one of the kids' birthdays or Christmas or something like that, and they had to do what they had to do to give them, you know what I mean? It's not right, but I still feel bad for people who have to go through that.
In the other, I didn't put in that one, but I think I saw something where they were doing foolish stuff in the mall, going down, so I think they were just kind of, I don't know,
just acting crazy.
I think it was.
Well, if that's the case, well then
I know, but I can only base off of what I read, so I don't know the whole situation. But I don't even know if they found the person or why he decided to do it or not. But he got hurt and stuff like that.
He only took some candy and cake decorations.
But I guess it's because he broke the window, and breaking the window, that's what caused a lot of the damage. It wasn't so much the stuff that got stolen.
Well, I'm going in and I'm getting me a cup of yogurt.
Yeah, I don't know how you break into a yogurt shop and no, not that I'm condoning. Don't steal. That's wrong.
Is it yogurt?
Yeah.
Or yogurt?
Yogurt.
Okay. I gotta correct myself. I'm am I sitting here saying it wrong this whole time on the podcast? But I do like the fact that they were listen, if this was I think what they were trying to say, because he didn't steal no money. He just stole shit kids would if that's the case, just bring them in and explain the situation. We would fucking help you.
I don't have no money. My kids really want some yogurt. Yeah, sure, come on.
Fuck yeah, I would. Don't.
I'll do that for you. So yeah, I do see that point, and I do think that is a sweet thing. Don't steal from us. If you need help, we're gladly will come up with something.
Well, that's in the one place, I'm not going to say the name where I did work, but it was a grocery store thing. And by law, we're not allowed to give out food. I used to work there, but I don't work there no more. But by law, you were not allowed to just hand out food to the homeless people. If the food was considered expired, even though there was nothing wrong with it, we would have to throw it in the dumpster. Well, at the end of the night, when we would throw everything away, we would put everything in boxes on top of the dumpster, so that way the homeless people didn't have to dig through the dumpster to get the food. It was right there on top. Even though technically we can get in trouble. This is why I'm not saying the name of the company. But you could get in trouble for doing that. But still, people are out there are hungry and they're starving. They're going to dig through that dumpster regardless to get the fucking food. Why not just put it on top? So I can see in that point. Don't steal. Why would you have to do the damage of breaking the glass? Just come in and be like, hey, what's the point of hurting and trying to explain to them, this is the situation. I have no money. I need this and this and this. Half of these companies are going to be I understand. Now, they're not going to be there every single time or every year or something. But that one time, I feel I would rather give out my food or whatever the situation is, candy, decorations, whatever, compared to you coming and breaking $1,000+ fucking glass.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But I see both sides. So, our next one takes place in New York. This one was in 2018. 5 men were arrested for trespassing after trying to take a bull, not a real bull.
Yeah, it's like I didn't know how. I
Like
didn't
the
know
bull that lived.
It's like it's like the one that's at
Yeah,
the car
the one
lot.
that like lived up by us. Yeah, it didn't live.
Yeah, it's like
but the one by the car lot.
Yeah, like it's a big bull. I didn't know how else.
Outside a former Stampede Steakhouse. Did I say that right? Stampede?
Yeah.
Okay. The cops arrived while the men were still trying to take the bull. Wow. At that point, I'd be like, whew. Trying to run. The men told the cops that the former owner said that they could have it. The current owner arrived and they got into an argument. They were arrested and released on
appearance tickets. I don't know
what the fuck is appearance tickets. Like maybe they just agreed to a settlement and they just got tickets and to have to pay certain fines or something.
I've never heard of that, so that one
where is this? New York?
It's somewhere in the state of New York, but I don't remember where. That's like this.
Well, that's weird.
But yeah, I guess I should have looked up what appearance, because that one I never seen before and it threw me off. I was like,
I'm assuming if a appearance ticket is basically like a type of warning or like a fine. Mm-hmm. Like when I was underage smoking cigarettes at one time and I got caught and I had to pay $50, even though you came in and you paid that $50 for me. And it took me 2 years to pay that fucking $50 back because I was like, what, 14? It took me forever to fucking pay you back for that shit. But I would like that type of ticket, I would consider that as like an appearance ticket, like a fine. Could be wrong. But every state calls something different.
Yes.
So appearance ticket in New York could be like a type of fine. So that's it for this one, right?
Yep, for episode 29.
All right, so episode 29. I know it's like hella short, and I'm sorry, you guys, but I hope you guys really like it because this is our first urban legends that we've ever done on this freaking episode. So I hope you guys enjoy. Be sure to like, follow, support, and share us with everybody else. Bye.